nice.
Yeah, Classic 350.
So here's the plan. 2 days, one Royal Enfield Classic 350 and the whole of the Peak District to see if this little retro can handle a proper road trip. Let's be honest, the Classic 350 has a bit of a reputation. It's known as the laid back, easy-going Sunday afternoon sort of bike, but what I want to know is, can it go further? Is it comfortable enough for long days in the saddle, fast enough to keep up on the motorway, and capable enough to climb a mountain pass without running out of steam halfway up? In this video, I'll be putting all of that to the test. By the end, we'll know if the Classic 350 is just a charming back road cruiser, or if it's secretly built for a bit more adventure than it lets on. Let's get into it. How's it going? Welcome back to the channel if you are a subscriber, but if you're new here, it's great to have you on board. I'm knackered. Reason being, I didn't get much sleep last night as I was so excited about this little road trip I've got planned with this stunning Royal Enfield Classic 350 today. Originally, I was going to go on a moto camping trip, but I went against it because I wasn't 100% sure if the Classic 350 came with this lovely pillion seat as standard. That's because all the photographs you see of this bike online, especially on the Royal Enfield website, it doesn't have it fitted. So I didn't want to risk booking a campsite and having nowhere to strap the gear on the bike. So I've booked in at a hotel. Well, I say a hotel, it's more of a pub slash hotel. I'm traveling extremely light. I've literally got this backpack. In here, I've got mainly filming equipment, some toiletries. I say toiletries, I've got some deodorant. No spare clothes. The only clothes that I've got are some spare underpants and some socks. That's literally it. I want to travel as light as I can. I've also got some waterproofs actually, but I've got a feeling that they're going to be getting worn before I set off because it's just started to rain. I am now an ambassador for Hiplock. Now Hiplock make literally the best motorcycle locks money can buy. So I'll be taking the DX1000 with me. This is an absolute beast, anti-angle grinder technology. This little bike is going nowhere tonight. Time now is, wow, 10 past 11. I was supposed to set off at 9 AM. I think it's time I get some gear on and hit the road. Let's go. I totally forgot to mention there's something else coming along for the ride. A brand new top secret bit of kit from Hiplock that I've had to keep quiet about until now. It's a bit of a game changer and I'll show you what it is shortly. But for now, let's see how this bike tackles the motorway. Now, obviously, the Classic 350 isn't a bike you'd want to be blasting down the motorway on every day. That's not really what it was built for. But on a trip like this, you've got to spend some time on the faster roads to actually get anywhere. And to be fair, it handled it better than I expected. Enough pace to keep up with traffic, even overtake the odd slower mover without breaking a real sweat. I was curious though, how fast would it actually go? So of course, I had to find out. I'll share that top speed with you shortly. After about an hour of riding with no rain in sight, it was definitely time to peel out of these waterproofs before I completely melted. That feels so much better. I was sweating my actual back out with them waterproofs on. So the ride down here was quite fun on the Classic 350. Now it doesn't handle as good as an Interceptor 650 like my bike. The tyres are a lot narrower, especially on the rear, and you can feel it squirming about a bit. But to be honest, this bike wasn't designed to go around corners fast. Now, I don't know if you watch Mr. Darcy and the Old Man's channel. If you don't, you should go and check it out. But recently, they did a test with the Classic 350. And to be honest with you, I think it was this exact bike. They were trying to see if they could get it above 70 miles per hour. And they both claimed that it did go above 70. This bike, 100% goes above 70 miles per hour. They weren't telling any lies. I don't think they would have done that anyway. Yeah, so I've got it up to about 75. That was obviously on a private road. Yeah, and it still felt like it had a bit left in it. But does the Classic sound happy sitting at 75? Absolutely not. It'll do it if you really ask it to, but it's not exactly enjoying itself. Out on the motorway, I found its sweet spot was more like 60 to 65 miles per hour. That's where it settles in. Feels smooth and happy ticking along. Now, I know I've just said the handling on this isn't quite up there with the Interceptor, and it's not. But once you find its limits and ride it just beneath them, it actually becomes a really fun little bike to hustle along. And those skinny tyres help it tip into corners far easier than the Interceptor. Eventually, I rolled into Eyam Village, a stunning little place, though as I'd soon find out, its history is anything but light. As beautiful as it is here at Eyam Village, it does actually have quite a dark past. Eyam might look like a picture-perfect English village. Stone cottages, cobbled lanes, surrounded by rolling hills, but its story is far darker. Back in 1665, when the plague reached this quiet place, the villagers did something extraordinary. Rather than flee and risk spreading the disease, they chose to isolate themselves completely. No one in, no one out. It was an act of bravery that came at an enormous cost. Hundreds lost their lives here, but their sacrifice stopped the plague from spreading to nearby towns. Today, Eyam is peaceful again, but as you ride through, it's hard to not feel the weight of what happened here all them years ago. Before leaving Eyam, I stopped off for a quick drink at the Miners' Arms, a proper little village pub full of character, and it was right about here that I realised I'd forgotten my toothbrush and toothpaste. Typical. So, before calling it a day, there was a quick detour to the local shop to sort that out.
Thank you. Thank you, see ya.
Mission complete. Then it was back on the bike and off to my accommodation for the night, which was literally round the corner from the shop.
got a room booked for tonight.
Very nice bike.
Thank you.
Admiring it when you pulled up.
Cheers.
Here it is, the Palace, the accommodation for tonight. The Moon Inn at Stony Middleton. This was like £70 on booking.com. Bedroom. Got the TV up there. Bonus. Room with a view. Ish. Kind of. But you can see the beast. Happy days. I'll get that locked up later. I'll show you that new product I've got from Hiplock. Right, what else have we got in here? It's not much, but it'll do me. Only got to get my head down. Little cupboard. Hairdryer in there, won't be needing that. And a little bathroom. Yeah, we know what bathrooms look like. Right, let's get the bike locked up and let's go and get some food. One thing I am a little bit disappointed about though, I think the key ring for the room key could have been a bit bigger. Yeah, it's not big enough that. Instead of showing you this new lock on a pub car park, I thought I'd cut back to me here in the garage so I can go into a bit more detail. And here it is, the Hiplock MD1000 anti-angle grinder disc lock. You've probably heard of the Hiplock DX1000, the lock that made angle grinders pretty much pointless. Well, this is its little brother, the MD1000. It uses the same anti-angle grinder composite technology, but in a smaller, lighter package. And that's what I love about it. It's so light, there's really no excuse not to take it with you on every single ride. Slip it in your bag, pop it under the seat, or even stick it in your pocket. Despite its size, it's still sold secure diamond rated, ART 4-star certified, and built to the highest security standards. You get 2 magnetic reminder tags, a carry case, 3 keys, and a lifetime warranty. So yeah, it's proper grinder resistant protection, but in a lock that's easy to carry. Right, here's how it works. With the reminder tag removed, insert the key, turn it in a clockwise direction, then pull the pin. You would now fit the lock to the brake disc, push the pin in and remove the key. Let me show you on the bike. It's that easy, and don't forget the magnetic reminder tag. If you like the look of this lock and you want to get your hands on one, I'll leave a link for it in the description below. Back to the pub. With the bike locked up and safe, it was time to grab some food and get some sleep, because tomorrow the little classic 350 has got a mountain pass to conquer. Hello and good morning. It is another beautiful day here in the Peak District. Just got some in my eye. on another one.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Hello and good morning. It is another beautiful day here in the Peak District. Heading out now for some breakfast. Now I was going to have it at the hotel, but I decided against it. I thought whilst I'm up here, why not find a nice biker's cafe? So that's exactly what I've done. It's called the Yonder Man Inn. I'll meet you down there. On arrival, there wasn't another motorbike in sight, but to be fair, it was 8:30 on a Thursday morning. Yonder Man Cafe sits in the heart of the Peak District, not far from Buxton. It was eerily quiet this morning, but in summer it's a proper biker hotspot. MCN even lists it as one of the must-visit biker cafes in the UK. It's got that proper old school charm, good food, good coffee and a warm welcome no matter what you ride. So I tucked into a full breakfast and enjoyed the peace and quiet. Just as I was about to head off, I bumped into another biker, so we stopped for a quick chat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, Classic 350.
Brand new.
Yeah, it's not actually my bike. It's like a press bike. I've got a YouTube channel, so
What do you do then? What do you
just bikes mainly. Yeah, so it's been sent from Royal Enfield.
do you do for a magazine or something, or
Just for my channel.
what's channel called?
So it's my name, so it's Jack Brock, B-R-O-C-K. I like these bikes, these Teneres.
We'll get it back. 5 minutes.
I like the Transalp as well, but it's just not as hardcore, is it?
Not off-road wise.
No.
I mean, Transalp's got more power.
Yeah.
You know, I think 94, 95B, whereas these are 72. But it's all got men done.
Yeah, that CP2 engine's so good on these, isn't it?
But I did get a new clutch in that.
Yeah.
I got it, brand new, and I thought, after about 400 miles, I thought, this clutch don't feel right. It was like dragging.
All right.
And it was snatched. As it went out, nice and steady, next thing it just grabbed.
Right.
And I thought, something not right here.
Yeah.
So I took it back. Anyway, their mechanic had it, jumped on it, took it for a spin, he come back and he went, you're alright? I said, I know that. I said, I've had 3 of these. I said, well, this is fair then. I said, I've never had that problem before.
That's it. You know what you're talking about because you've had a few of them, haven't you?
Yeah.
To cut a long story short, the Tenere had its clutch replaced under warranty, but it goes to show even the Japanese bikes have their little quirks. I'm now heading towards Winnett's Pass to give the Classic 350 a proper test. But along the way, I stumbled across a little back road, the kind of road that this bike was made for. This is where the Classic really shines. It's not about speed or power, it's about feeling connected to the bike and to the road beneath you, threading it through these little lanes and just enjoying the ride for what it is. Eventually, I found myself at the bottom of Winnett's Pass, one of the most dramatic stretches of roads in the Peak District. Classic 350 isn't a fast bike, but it doesn't need to be. It's about the experience, the scenery, the sound, the simplicity. It's the kind of bike that turns even a short stretch of road into something memorable. I honestly thought that the fuel gauge on this brand new Royal Enfield Classic 350 was faulty. The reason why I thought that, I filled this tank up yesterday. I have done 136 miles. The fuel gauge has 7 bars and it's only used 3 of the bars. I had to go online. Royal Enfield claim that this bike will do over 100 miles per gallon. That is absolutely phenomenal. If you own a Classic 350, let me know in the comment section what kind of MPG you're getting out of yours. Before heading home, I did actually top up the tank just to be on the safe side. And that's when it hit me. My body wasn't in any pain at all. My back felt fine, my arms felt fine, even my arse felt brand new. The Classic 350 really is a surprisingly comfortable bike, even in standard form. So from this road trip, I've learned something. The Classic 350 can do everything a bigger bike can do. Just keep in mind, if you take one of these on a long trip, it'll get you there and you'll enjoy every mile of it. It just prefers to take its time. If you are liking this Classic 350 content, keep your eyes on the channel. I've got 2 more videos coming up with this bike. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.